what are we listening to in terms of our theology? I mean, are we listening to the ones who are filling our jails? Are we listening to all the deaths in custody? What are we doing about that? Are we listening to all those young children that make me weep every day, where they're being forcibly removed from their families as we speak and taken into foster homes? Are we listening to their mothers who are just crying and yearning to touch their children again, to hold them in their arms, and they can't get access to that? To me, that's God speaking to me. That's Jesus weeping at the graveside. And I need to hear him weep, otherwise he's useless to me. God is of no use to me if he's not weeping with me and crying with me and trying to make, to give some kind of a definition of what hope might look like. I mean, at that funeral service with Jesus, he said, I am the resurrection and the life. And that gave a bit more of a hope to the community at that time. And, but here in our community, you know, I'm not going to see a resurrection from the dead. There is, there is nothing's going to happen there. So I'm much more practical in the ways in which I think about theology. And so I guess it's a big question of how do we translate all that we have, this knowledge that we have of who our Creator is, into something that is practical for somebody down there mourning the loss of a loved one. I mean, that's about as theological as you can get. And that's where your proof of theology needs to be exhibited in ways in which it can help our people get over that loss and through that trauma, because I know once they leave this particular cemetery, they're going to go to another cemetery next week to another funeral of another loved one, or maybe even the next day.